Alright, hello YouTube. Bubbleotto here. I'm going to be doing a review on US Monofilaments PLA. I was given a spool of 1.75 millimeter in diameter Black PLA from them to review, and I just wanted to tell it straight. For starters, I don't have the best printer in existence. That wasn't ever my goal. It's not the point for me. And because of that, there are still some artifacts and some prints that I made with this filament. But I think what's unique, or what's really good, or a selling point of this filament is that despite the fact that my printer might not be the most calibrated, my printers rather, and use multiple, the improvements that I saw with this filament over some lesser quality or cheaper filaments were quite significant. For starters, let's see, looking at my benchy here, I did get a little bit of stringing. That is to be expected because I don't use a parts cooler, and the retraction settings are pretty default for my printers. But there was a little stringing, nothing that a little torch or lighter wouldn't fix. But the surface quality of the printers compared to another benchy printed under the same settings with a different filament is significantly better. Again, although there's kind of a moire effect with this filament, you can really see the detail, whereas in other filaments it's kind of more gloppy or irregular. So again, the consistency in the print was a lot better. And again, I was printing at 195 centigrade, excuse me, Celsius. Hello. So it's about the same temperature as a lot of the other prints that I do, but again, the outcome was a lot better. Then for fun, I like to print the I call Holy Giraffe. There's a better name for it. Looks like that. In 0.2 millimeter layer quality. What I did notice, beyond, again, a little bit of stringing again, that could be that I need to dial the temperature down just a little bit, or I need to adjust my retraction settings. But what I did notice is, unlike other filaments that have a tendency to curl a little bit or lift as they cool, or as in the particular case of this print, as it's hopping around to do the different holes, oftentimes it will catch the head. It might lose a step because that wasn't the case in this at all. The print was quite good. Although it is a bearded giraffe, and I've referred to this in some other reviews, because I don't use any cooling fan, I didn't use any supports or anything like that. So there is this area where there's perfect or complete overhang, and it's bound to do that. But again, if you're looking to get an improved quality out of your existing printer without really doing anything else, this filament, or this brand of filament, US Monofilaments, is certainly something to consider. It is a quality filament, and it's local to the United States, which is nice. And Folger Technologies are the ones who, or at least one of the ones who are carrying it. Looking at their website, which is actually behind me, you probably can't see it, but they are selling these spools, 2.2 pounds, 1 kilogram spools, for $25, and I'm sure shipping is extra. And I also know, though, that Folger Tech has a tendency to run sales, so you might look for that. But this was some really quality filament. The packaging, the way I received it, it was in a pretty thick plastic, clear plastic bag with desiccant gel in it. So they are considering any kind of humidity that it might encounter and trying to remove that with the desiccant gel. Again, being that I got a sample of it, I don't know that all of the precautions were made to ship it, because it was shipped in a plastic mailer bag, and I'm pretty sure USPS was a little rough on it, because when I did receive it, I did have some holes not only in the exterior bag, but the interior bag as well. Again, it was going to go right to print anyway, I wasn't concerned, but if they were mailing them in a box or had some kind of buffer, that would probably help. Pretty standard spool, or plastic spool. Has one of the larger diameter holes in the center, so it will fit most of the existing spool holders that are out there. Again, in general, I'm quite pleased with it, and at that price point, that is certainly a consideration for me and could be for you, because it is superior in performing over those lesser quality or cheaper filaments. So that's the short review of this. I'll try to show some pictures of the prints. And again, they're not perfect, but I'm not trying to go for perfect. I'm just showing that there's an improvement with this filament over other filaments on the same printer. All right, thanks a lot.